Godwin, congratulations.
Thank you.
Again, amazing display from your boys today. They came to party, showed character and showed determination. What was missing in your previous games that you've played here that today you brought it to bear, that really worked today?
This is how we have been playing all the time. Even you can testify when we started the second half. Look at the chances that we created and we missed them before going in to score 2 more goals. It's very difficult for us, but we have been working on it, and we know as much as we work on it, it will come by itself. So I'm happy for today's win.
It's all about survival. You play your next game in Tamale, where it's a bit difficult to pick point. Now, with this performance, you reckon that you can still go there and chuck success?
Yeah, that's what we are thinking. But we always think positive, and it is a game of football. Anything can happen there because we were here, we lost our match here, so we can also go there and make sure that we get the 3 maximum points there. We need to focus and train hard and be positive. I think everything will be fine with us.
Now you are on 39 points. Again, another win for your side will mean you go on 42 points. Would that be enough for your side to stay in the betPawa Premier League?
That's what I'm saying. We need to be focused and think positively. We have a protest in the line. We are not thinking of that. We are thinking of the last match. We make sure we get the 3 maximum points and we take it from there. We see what happens from that place.
Now, we saw Bature making some incursions, especially in the second half. It was a delight to watch his positioning and the way he takes on defenders. Now, you reckon that he is that key player if you had to chuck success in Tamale?
Yeah, I think Bature works a lot, and the problem that we have with Bature is finishing. We do all the work, but putting the ball behind the net, that's the problem that we have with Bature. But we are still working on him. We make sure that we get to Tamale, we make sure that when he gets the chance, he converts it so that we get the 3 maximum points.
You still have one eye on the glory, in fact, in that game that you will play in the MTN FA Cup Grand Finale against Dreams FC. But the whole team is focused on that position, in the betPawa Premier League, that you stay in there. Can you tell your supporters here today that per what you've seen and how Faisal are playing, you will stay in the betPawa Premier League?
That's what I'm saying. We are thinking positive and make sure that we get the 3 maximum points at stake against RTU. Then from there, we see what will happen because we don't know what the outcome of the other matches will come. So we are focused and make sure that we win our match and we see what will happen from there.
Well, congratulations and we wish you well.
Thank you.
I think we started very slow. I don't know what happened. I need to watch the clip again and see how they really warmed up. I think we started very slow, and that affected us in the first 15-20 minutes. Having said that, I think we created some decent chances, which I think we could have done better. But like we said, we've lost another game. We need to go home and fix all the negativities in the team and try to win our last game.
It's going to be quite difficult in your last game, looking at what happened and what transpired in terms of how your team defended today. I thought many a times they were a bit porous in terms of the marking and the spaces and the gaps they gave to King Faisal. Now, looking at that, wouldn't that affect your side if they are able to play the same way they played here today?
Yeah, our back line, one of them was Jetre from the start. And I think it took him a very long time to settle in the game. I just don't know why, but I think I will be, talking to him to see why he started that slow. Generally, I think there are some minor issues too we couldn't solve. I mean, our pressing was very late, especially with the third goal. I think we refused to put pressure on the ball as quickly as we used to do, and that gave the opponent the room to prepare the ball and shot that goal. I think these are the small things we need to work on and make sure that we don't make those mistakes again.
All season you have spoken emphatically that Legon Cities will stay in the betPawa Premier League. It has come to the crunch time. This is the time they need to grind result. In the last game against Samatex, what do they need to do? What do you need to do to claim all 3 points?
We'll do everything in our power to beat Samatex. We train very well and prepare very, very well. It's the last game of the season and we have to throw everything at them to win the game, whether we like it or not.
Once again, will Legon City be part of the next season's league?
We will not be relegated.
We wish you well, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Latif.
Hello.
Brilliant display from your side today.
Thank you.
You've won emphatically against Legon Cities. But then again, many feel this performance is a bit too late from your team.
Yes, we feel so disappointed about our position in the league table. But now we know what is at stake because this match we need all the 6 points to survive in the league. So we were just determined. So that is why we fight and score today.
You capped it with 2 amazing goals, one from the penalty spot where you kept your composure and your cool to roll the ball past goalkeeper Saki, and then the second one was just a beauty. Now, coming into the game, you fancied that you could score goals, or it was all about winning the game?
Yes, I always believe in myself training. If we are doing scoring and I'm scoring, always in a game of play, I believe I will deliver. So that is why I was already assured that I will score. Yeah.
You as a mainstay in the Faisal setup, what went wrong with your team, your colleagues, that you thought you could have done better in previous games? If you had probably done that, you would have won.
Yes, sometimes, football is all about happiness and unity. Sometimes it was like misunderstanding is there, but we get to understand each other, and now we are doing gradual, so we are seeing what will happen next.
Lastly, you spoke about survival, and you go to Tamale to play in the last game. Even if you win, it takes you to 42 points. Would that be enough for your survival?
No, but we are having issue with some team, so we are praying harder to get that points. That protects points. We think that we can survive.
Amazing stuff. Congratulations.
Thank you.